My name is ANANDRANISTAKIS, and as you may likely know by now, I'm running to be your Vice President of Operations for the Commerce Students Association. For today, I want to share with you my goals and vision for the CSA and how I can be your VPO. So just to give you a bit of background about myself. So I'm a third-year student here, direct entry right out of St. Paul's High School, pursuing a double major in Human Resources and Marketing. I've gone on one work term for the co-op program. I've also been extremely lucky to be involved in the CSA Council for the past few years as graduation co-chair, student relation co-chair, as well as being a social co-chair for the first year committee. I was also extremely fortunate to be a Vice President of Logistics for the National Business School Conference this past term. And doing this all has really gained me a funny reputation. I've been known as the guy who is always taking care of the store in the office, the guy who is always sending emails to all the upcoming graduates, and even that guy who is always closing the hospitality suite almost every night. Now, the speech isn't to give you an elevator pitch about myself, like the Suit Yourself competition. It's about the Vice President of Operations and the ideas I have for it and the CSA. Some of you may have noticed over the past week 3 terms that I have on my posters: your experience, your counsel, and your VPO. These terms came from asking myself questions on what I could do to be your VPO. Just a piece of paper. When most people look back on their years at Asper, the first things they always point out to is what they did outside of the classroom. Attending business banquet, being on the CSA council, joining competitions like JDC West. It's how they applied their skills and knowledge learned in the classroom into actual results, like networking at business banquet, getting more experience in planning events, and of course winning School of the Year. When asking how I could improve your experience, I also wanted to break it down sort of into the 4 years average roughly at Asper. For sake of time, I just want to go quickly over the ideas I have for each year. So having a mentorship program begin at the Bachelor of Commerce luncheon for first year. So as many of you probably attended the luncheon for the first time, you get to know everybody at your table, which included people like myself taking their time to meet you, and a faculty representative and some sponsors. Explore the idea of creating a volunteer database to get second years more involved, be it through the CSA or discussions with the Career Development Center. So there's always opportunities to volunteering at things like the Idea Dinner or other things at the Winnipeg Art Gallery. I believe was the last one I got in my email. They're always looking for volunteers, and sometimes when you're in second year, you don't really get that opportunity because now you're having more classes in Drake Center, but maybe you didn't have the time to sign up for CSA Council. But there's still these volunteer opportunities available that people can join. As well, I also want to explore the idea of creation of casework trusts for all year, introductory, intermediate, and advanced. Because case competitions, I know I'm hitting my 3rd year, and almost every course I have now is cases, and people are always asking me to join competitions like JDC West or even Case Master for UMA. At the same time, we also need to explore the idea of improving all of our events in general, even on the simple things. For example, can some of our smaller events be improved with having ticket selling online? There are countless services online that enable such a possibility. Eventbrite, Ticketify, Ticketbuy. There are even business schools in parts of Canada that have smaller companies to do the same and even have their own online store. While having an online store for clothing might be a little too ambitious, it still nonetheless shows that there's an opportunity that we need to explore. The next question I asked myself was, how can I make your council better? If you've ever been on a student council or SIBA before, you know the dilemma that faces some members. They are responsible for very important events and tasks, but sometimes it takes away time from family and friends, and sometimes it has to take a step back to other commitments. Members have to try and find the perfect balance between taking care of the responsibilities on council to, putting it simply, having a life. Performing their responsibilities usually happens in one of 2 ways: emailing and meetings. For myself, this means I spend a lot of my time reading emails, writing emails, sorting emails, searching, filtering, forwarding, delete. You get the picture. I believe that we need to set up a project. It's especially true when considering that council members are beginning to work with each other when the marketing department, or marketing portfolio rather, is undergoing a change where they'll be in control of most poster creations, stuff like that. There are tools that exist that help eliminate this back and forth email: Basecamp, Trello, Redbrief, Asana, Maven, Bright. We need to explore these opportunities so we can actually look at what tasks need to be accomplished instead of always going back into your emails and figuring out what needs to be the next thing done. Finally, I asked myself, how can I be your VPO? And to pretty much keep it short here because I'm out of time, to be your VPO means to get more involvement from you. Let's have more open general council meetings here. Let's invite stacks to participate in our meetings. Let's do more fun things like coffee pong here. Let's make the CSA for you, with you, and by you. My name is Nick, and I want to be your Vice President of Operations. Thank you.